Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kriti Tiwari, and in this episode, we are gonna talk about what art has taught me all about slowing down. Okay, so in my 17 years of IT career, all I was doing was rushing. I want to complete deadlines. I want to complete meetings. I want to complete this PPT, that PPT, chase people, getting chased also with lots of things, and I was all over the place. I've seen myself, right? I am on all the calls. I am working with my team. I'm working with the other teams also, and I'm participating in the office events. I'm doing meetings. I'm doing community events and whatnot. I was always rushing. Like that's what my life became when I was in IT. It was like sometimes I feel I became a clock myself. It was like all the time tick 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 tick. Like you just go on and on and on, right? But art, it's not like that. It doesn't have to be rushed. It makes you slow down, right? It literally makes you slow down because water, pigments, colors, they have their own vibration, they have their own rhythm, they're gonna flow in their own time, they are gonna create something gorgeous in their own time. And with watercolors, right? Watercolors, it doesn't dry that fast like acrylic, it doesn't dry that fast. So you actually have to slow down. While you're working, you'll have to wait for your paper to become dry. You will have to wait to put more details in, and it required me to be present in that moment, right? So it actually taught me how to slow down in life, and it made me realize that we are part of a bigger picture here, right? Enjoy everything that you have present in your day-to-day life. Enjoy everything. Initially, yes, it was frustrating because I was like, what the hell? What is happening? But then it was also healing. It taught me how to pause, how to listen, how to be patient, right? How to observe those tiny details and how to enjoy it at the same time. Whether it is this art or any kind of art, you are a creative person, or maybe for example learning guitar or learning to play piano or learning to play violin, anything, right? Even in sports, you don't get better in day one, no, right? You get better when you try again, when you are giving your 100% on daily basis. So I want to paint like master artist on day one, and sorry, but that's not gonna happen, right? It's not going to happen. I can't be that person on day one. I have to try. Even a cricketer playing cricket and wants to be Kohli or Sachin or anyone on day one, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna take time. You have to practice, and after years of practice, what you don't only learn is to slow down, but you learn to be patient with yourself also. These are actually, I feel, life lessons that art actually teaches. I have another tutorial here which is all about 5 lessons that art taught me. You can have a look at that video also if this you are able to resonate with. So coming back to this video again. So painting, right? Painting teaches you a lot of things, and the more I understood art was while observing someone else's painting video. I started noticing a lot of tiny details in them. And then when you go out, you also start observing. So when I now go out, I don't see a tree. I see a mid-tone. I see a dark shadow area. I see a highlight, right? Even if I'm looking at a tree trunk, I would be studying the shapes of the tree trunk. I would see where the light is falling, where it is getting dark, how the colors are blended here, right? And when we start, I also did the mistake that I was trying to make art perfect when it is not meant to be perfect. It meant to be messy. Nature is not perfect. There is no standing line trees over there, right? They have their own motions. They are wavy. They are crippled in their own beautiful way. When I also paint wildlife, I started noticing the emotions in animals' eyes, right? So their eyes, like humans, eye speaks a lot, and there are tiny, tiny, tiny details that if you start capturing it, it speaks from your heart. It starts speaking to you. Art starts speaking to you, right? If you're able to resonate this and you're able to connect with what I'm talking about, this is exactly what I'm teaching in my community, in my course. That painting is beyond how to do it, like how to process. It's a soul led connection, right? That when you look at the sky, you notice how are the clouds, what is the color there. When I look at a sunset, my mind goes there. When I observe a picture of a reference picture, I know exactly where the highlight is, where the midtone is, where the shadow is, what kind of emotion it is portraying, what am I feeling now, what I want to put in the picture, right? So that's what is art, and that's exactly how I teach in my watercolor course as well. So if you are someone who are able to connect with what I'm talking about, I want to invite you to my full watercolor course, Skies to Bloom. It's your one and only foundation course which talks about everything from skies to food illustration to florals to animals and birds. Come join me and become part of my community. And once you register, you are gonna have this access for lifetime, right? And it's a soul-led practice where we come in, we slow down, we figure out everything, and then we progress one day at a time, one brushstroke at a time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're enjoying this content, please refer to my other videos here, and the link to my podcast are down below. All the link regarding my community is also down below. I welcome you all to join my community if you enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Signing off, and I'm going to see you next time.